Today we have the Samsung Odyssey G50A 1440p 27-inch IPS monitor. Hi friends and welcome to Viktors Reality. Today we'll be taking a look at PlayStation 5 on this G50A to show you all the differences and what it provides. Now here I'm going to run down the menu so you can see it is a G50A. Let's go here with the firmware of 1002.2 as there is no new firmware as of yet. And this is my first impressions on this monitor. I just got it, I just set it up with the PlayStation 5 and you can see here the Black Equalizer works really well, but just quite not like the G70A or M28U. I believe this is an IPS LG nano panel, and from what I've been able to tell at first glance, the Black Equalizer does not work not even 50% as close as the M28U or G70A. This panel does remind me of an LG as it's more washed in a sense that it can't get as dark and the contrast is just not there compared to the other ones. Now this is cheaper, one thing being 1440p, but I can just see at a glance the quality is just not like the G70A or the M28U. So just telling you that information as soon as I get it, that's what I've been seeing. Now this is an SD powerhouse at 450 plus nits. According to ratings.com, it does get full screen bright. The color saturation is there. This Samsung Odyssey G50A is a direct competitor to the Dell S2721 DGF as that is an LG Nano IPS technology monitor. This has amazing wide viewing angles just like the Dell. And right now as we're going to get into the display options, this is where the Samsung Odyssey G50A is a better buy than the Dell. This monitor can accept a 4K 60Hz signal. It can do HDR, but I'm not showing that here as I didn't really like it. It looks a lot like SDR, so make it easier on the camera to record in SDR. Here I'm showing you my presets, but I'm trying to copy everything I've done on the G70A to this monitor, and everything looks good for this IPS technology panel. Again, 4K 60, 1080p 120Hz on the PlayStation 5, which you're going to see in a bit. But from what I've been able to tell, the Black Equalizer is not as strong as the other monitors as I've mentioned. I have to keep it on 15 to get me a somewhat closer look. It gets a little bit muddy the higher I go. Again, I'm giving you my impressions and comparing it to my previous monitors. I'm not going to show you something and tell you it's the best next thing. And then what am I going to do? Do that to every single monitor? I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to give you the information so you can make an awesome buying decision. This monitor for the price is amazing. The color saturation is there. The display options are there. That's the most important thing for console gaming or PC gaming. The monitor has to be able to receive and accept those signals for you to be able to use it. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and the PC. So far on the PC, 165Hz looks phenomenal. Nothing is blurred, nothing is smearing, everything is crystal clear. And I have had this side by side versus the M28U. Now, you might be saying, hey, why not against the G70A? The reason why I have it against the M28U, which will be for a future video, because of the specifications of this G50A at 450 full screen nits of power, the M28U rated at 300 nits according to ratings.com. I'm telling you, the F07 firmware on the M28U has drastically changed that monitor. And that is a very, very good monitor. And I want to be able to show you side by side full screen SDR power so you can see the differences and so you can see how the M28U has drastically changed its appearance and its power of the actual monitor itself. As you can see right here, when I switch to a 120Hz game, it says 1080p 120Hz, but this display guide pops up, this settings guide. I don't know why it does that. It's done that every single time I switch to a 120Hz game at 1080p, or if I go back to 4K 60, which you will see after this section when I'm starting to play Genshin Impact. It switches back and this menu pops up. I haven't been able to disable it, it just automatically does it. You have to actually press the button on the close to actually remove it. Again, just giving you that information. That's what I've been experiencing. And again, this is the first firmware. I'm sure further firmwares will improve the panel and remove maybe little glitches here and there. But there is no issue with the 120Hz. Again, I know I have many people here with the PlayStation 5 that want to find out how and which monitor is best for them. I would say this is a solid buy. Again, a direct competitor to the Dell S2721 DGF. And if you don't want to spend too much money, this would be an alternative to get. If you don't want to spend plus 500, plus 600 for a 4K monitor, maybe you don't even need that. You just want to play 120Hz at 1440p or 1080p. This is the monitor to get. But Genshin Impact looks really good, super colorful, and this is where this monitor shines, the full screen brightness. There is no local dimming zones on this monitor whatsoever, and the Black Equalizer cannot achieve the contrast levels or the perceived contrast levels as the G70A or M28U from Gigabyte. That's what makes me believe this is an LG Nano or a lesser quality Innolux panel IPS monitor, because at full screen brightness, it's beautiful. The saturation is there, the wide viewing angles is there. It just cannot achieve the same level of contrast with the Black Equalizer. Even though it has it, it's not the same, because I know for a fact it's a different kind of IPS panel. It's not the same Innolux as the other ones, and it's just 1440p. It's not like that. But you can see the quality is there. It's beautiful, it's smooth, crystal clear at 1440p. Remember, you're seeing 4K 60 when the game supports it, which is everything you've seen here is 4K 60 except Call of Duty, which was 1080p 120Hz. So friends, I hope this video was helpful. This is the PlayStation 5 on the Samsung Odyssey G50A 1440p 27-inch IPS monitor, bringing you my first impressions, as I will be doing Xbox and PC next, of course doing versus videos against the M28U, and I know you guys can't wait for the G50A versus G70A, as that will be a 4K versus 1440p, 27 versus 28 inches, and different kind of IPS technologies with Black Equalizer, and I will make sure I show you the differences so you can make an awesome buying decision. Again, this is my first video with this monitor, a direct competitor to the Dell S2721 DGF, and I can tell you for a fact, for PlayStation 5, for Xbox, yes, this monitor is better and a better buy than the Dell S2721 DGF. Just because of that 4K 60Hz signal, everything else being equal to my eyes so far that I've been testing this monitor. So friends, don't forget I do have more videos of different monitors in the playlist to help you make an awesome buying decision. And if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, as it helps the channel tremendously so more people can see it and make an awesome buying decision. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys next time.